Hey everybody, Pastor Vern for December 11th, 2020, Friday. Um, we continue with our Advent information, uh, somewhat trivial, some of it maybe gives you understanding of things that you hadn't had heard of before, or else maybe had not considered before. But anyway, we're going to talk today a little bit about one of the characters in the Advent story. And it's one that we probably don't spend very much time on generally, even though the role was very important. And that's the angel Gabriel. Okay. The angel Gabriel, man, I tell you, that guy, that dude, he was busy. Or, I don't know if they're boys or girls, or if there's how that works. Guess I won't worry about that. But anyway, in the angel world, Gabriel was pretty busy, especially with the Advent story. We know that Gabriel came to Mary, the mother of Jesus, told her what was going to happen, explained things to her, that it was, probably one of the most interesting interchanges in the Bible, or exchanges between angels and humans, and there's several of them in the Bible. Because even though maybe she was a little bit startled, she accepted Gabriel as an angel with very little, very little hesitation, and she also accepted what Gabriel told her with very little hesitation. Now, okay, let's put yourself in Mary's place. You're a 15-year-old girl, approximately, and you got your life a little bit planned out. You're going to get married. You're betrothed to a man that you're going to marry, and everything's going fine. You've been taking good care of yourself. You've been behaving, and this angel shows up and says, "By the way, you're going to get pregnant by the Holy Spirit. You're going to have God's son. You're going to raise God's son, and this is an honor, for you." And one of the fantastic things about it is oftentimes when angels have come to humans, they have been frightened, or they've fought with them, they've argued with them, they've have a hard time reconciling with them. But Mary, it must be something about Gabriel that Mary could trust, because she took this news from God in stride. In fact, she felt honored and humbled by this news that she was going to bear the Christ child. And we know that story fairly well. I mean, we hear that every Advent season. We talk about the angel coming, and that's how this the story of how Jesus's birth comes about, and those kind of things. But can you tell me when else Gabriel showed up in the scriptures close to the Advent season? Can you? Well, I'll share it with you. Gabriel also announced the birth of John the Baptist. Now you remember, that Zechariah and Elizabeth were old people, I guess, if actually very old by the time that John the Baptist was born. They'd been childless. John the Baptist was sent to be the forerunner of Christ, so it kind of plays into this story. We know that Mary went to spend some time with Elizabeth during her pregnancy, that they were related, and essentially John the Baptist and Jesus were cousins of some degree, and it was an unlikely thing to happen. Once again, Gabriel must have this air about him. Zechariah goes, that ain't right, and he kind of laughs and he gets in trouble with Gabriel. But it seems like Elizabeth was willing to accept this, even though it surprised her, and maybe she didn't react quite as well as she should have or could have. It was still somehow about the way Gabriel brought his message that calmed her enough to be willing to accept that this was going to happen, and that her son is also someone who was given a special mission from God. So see angel Gabriel 2 times, one actually kind of pre-Advent, and the next one as part of the Advent story. All right, well, y'all take good care of yourself, watch out for others, and be safe. Bye.